feels like that thunderstorm that we get in LA. It's like that every time we get together. Smoke. I remember being 16 with a dream. Life wasn't everything, but I was gonna make it everything. I was gonna make it on the team. I was gonna make a lean back. Shit, I exceeded that and I never needed crack. I was too busy getting straight A's, watching the A's as the sunset on the bay. Ay, I was out in left field making plays while still being on base. Private conversations, clean plate. And I only run home for a drink or to smoke the stank or just to feel the safe and cashing checks at the bank. Now, I don't think for a second direct deposit such a blessing, and I praise God always, not just on the weekends. Yeah, that's the type of vibe that we in. Yeah, that's the type of city that we in. We done been around the world and it's still where we live. Smoke.
Oh man, we back again, y'all. Once again, it is the Sky and Stino show. Want to welcome y'all back to another production. Shout out to Austin, obviously. Anytime I hear that intro, you know what I'm saying, it always get me right. It always get me in the mood. You dig what I'm saying? We back again. I am Stino. You already know. The man next to me, to my right. That's so weird. I'm gonna have to get used to that. The man to my right, even though I'm pointing to my left in all actuality. That's Sky, you know him. Obviously you see us on a night shift. You see us doing other productions, IRL stuff. But this is the Sky and Stino show. We really need to go over this real quick. We only have one topic. There's only one topic left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless something crazy happens. We got to talk about the Mavs and Celtics, man. Game 2 has just concluded. As you see on the ticker, the Celtics beat the Mavs 105-98. Took a 2-0 series lead. There's a lot of takeaways from this game. Some things we saw that were similar to last game. Some things that we talked about last game came to fruition. A few things, actually. But before I get into any of that stuff, what are your takeaways from this game versus what we saw in game 1?
Man, obviously this game was a lot closer. Dallas came out with a lot more intention early on. When they started game 1, they seemed to be a little bit taken aback by like the speed and the physicality, and they kind of got into their groove a lot quicker and was even able to kind of build up a little bit of a lead in the first quarter, right? And they were looking like they were clicking on all cylinders. Luka was looking like he was in his bag. He had a great first half. And they were really doing a lot of things better than they were in game one. So not only that, but while that was happening, Boston was missing a lot of shots, man. Some of them were contested, but it was a lot of open ones as well. So even though Dallas was having a little bit of a lead, it still, kind of always felt as if Boston was never too far out of the game, right? And
Yeah.
I think that you really kind of saw that play out, especially in the second half. So, yeah, it was a bit of a different game, but same outcome. But they ended up winning by like 7 this time. So,
Yeah, I mean, to speak to your point, they the difference I think in this game from what, like, regardless of the lead that they, or I shouldn't say the difference, like the something I see as a main similarity from this game to game one is the type of buckets that the Celtics were getting,
yeah,
right? Like Dallas has the lead and Dallas is hitting some tough shots, or Luka is able to penetrate and do the slow step,
a
or
lot of tough shots, man.
a lot of really tough shots, bro. But with that, even though the Celtics are down, you're watching Jaylen Brown catch transition, get a mismatch, immediately attack that, and get to the paint, draw two. I mean, they were drawing two almost every single possession. They were getting two on the ball like every possession, bro. And that was making it really, really tough. There were so many passes around the rim, so many big, little to big passes around the rim, around the basket. Drew was a recipient of a few of them. Jason Tatum dropped off a few of them. Jalen was really finding people on the perimeter in terms of, like, with his driving kick ability. He's been more of a facilitator of their offense than we see in the regular season as well. I believe all of his numbers are up for the regular season.
Yeah, all
In,
of them.
yeah, in part because Tatum has been getting double teamed, but he hasn't been getting double teamed in this series. He's just been playing like shit.
Not yet.
He's just
Yeah,
been playing like shit.
yeah.
Go for it.
I'm gonna
Go for
I'm
it.
gonna
Okay.
talk about that a little bit later.
You can
Oh wait,
wait.
no, I was actually gonna save that
You
for
can
when
wait.
we was gonna. Yeah, no,
Wait on
no,
that.
I can definitely save that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So, he's just been playing. So Jalen has just been playing really, really well. But
Mhm.
as I was watching the game, I remember something that you said when we were streaming last time, and it was they just look bigger and stronger.
Yo, at every position, bro.
Yeah,
At every single position, like they just look more physical, and that usually ends up weighing on the team that's on the opposite end of that as well too.
yeah. I mean, again, man, the type of buckets, not just the buckets, not twos or threes, but the type. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like one move, two dribbles into the paint. You know what I mean? Having to bring a second defender over, like having to. He penetrated way too far into the defense for you not to. You
yeah,
know what I mean? So that is a huge issue. I'm not sure that that's something that they can directly solve. But even with that happening, if Dallas is bench, or not even their bench, if it's three people, bro.
yeah,
It's three people. And you said this in the predictions prior to this. I'm gonna give you your flowers, right? You said this in the predictions prior to this. I was talking about Josh Green, just as an example. And you were like, I'm not putting my faith in Josh Green.
yeah.
Fate of the universe on the line, destiny
Yeah.
aim
Can't
down
do it.
at Earth, right? Can't do it. And I don't know if he's hit an open three this series. I would venture to say no.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's really been tough for those guys to get their footing. Derek Jones, while he's been playing super, super hard, and he did help spur their that comeback that they made in early fourth quarter as well.
yeah,
Just with his energy. I believe it
yeah,
was late third as well, but just with his energy, tip ball here, extra rebound there. Yeah, he was playing well from an energy standpoint, but I mean, You have to knock down shots. That's what got them through all of those previous rounds. But you have to, right? Now, I don't think this is something that we should overreact to, right? Because there were positives, like the things that we're talking about. That these are just opportunities for
Role players usually play better at home too. So
of course. So, Boston held serve. You know what I mean? Like most great teams do.
absolutely,
Boston held serve. It's really up to Dallas to get back home, uh, and right the
yeah,
ship. You know what I mean? I
yeah.
expect Dallas to win the next game. Whether they win a series or not, you know what I mean? It's totally up to
Yeah. I'm worried
mainly
about game
by
4,
players.
bro. Because
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They need both of these games, bro. They
Oh
need
yeah.
both. No,
Oh
no,
yeah.
no. They have to win both of these games. Like there's some teams where I mean, look, you already know how I felt in 2016 with Brian. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh my God, it's over. And I was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Okay.
I did say that.
What? Wait. You said what?
That they could still win. Right? I did. It was on record.
Did you feel like that was actually about to happen? Did you think they were actually going to come back 3-1 from 3-1? Not that they
Bro,
could. Not
huh?
that they could. Not that they could. But that they would.
Not right after game 4 ended. Not like right after that, but after they won game 5, yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
After game 5, I agree.
Yeah.
I think they found something.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, it was Clay's statement. You know what I'm saying? That really did it in. But shout out to Sin Havoc and El Necron.
What a
in
meme.
the building. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But it wasn't after game 4. It was after game 5. But I was saying that to say this is not one of those teams that can afford to really do something like that. Because we almost saw somebody else come back from 3-1, right?
Yeah.
No, matter of fact, the Warriors did it to the Thunder, right?
Yeah.
It had just never happened in the finals before. So, with this Dallas team, they need both of these games, man. They really do. I'm hoping that they can kind of find something that they can try to replicate for game 4 if they're able to win game 3.
Do you think they found anything? Do you think they found anything within game 3 or within game 2 that they could take to game 3?
Man, it's tough because as much as I would like to say yes, I feel like Boston missed a lot of open shots, man. But Dallas also missed a bunch of free throws.
They missed a lot of free throws and a lot of open shots too.
Free throws.
They missed
8 free throws and they
I was
lost
just
by
about
7.
to say they lost by 7. They left the game on the table right then on the free throw line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So much different game from game 1. Much different game from game 1. I need more minutes out of Daniel Gafford. Well, since you didn't really have very many takeaways in terms of what they can do, I agree that Boston missed a ton of threes. I mean, not even a point of contention or anything to agree on. That's just what happened. But when Luka got off the ball and was coming off those pin downs or coming off those flare screens with Kyrie handling it, right? They've been able to pretty much play 4 people on the ball. You know what I mean? For lack of it. They're leaving Derrick Jones. They leave him, bro. Respectfully. You know what I mean? Like, you should. If that's the question, you can't leave anyone on Boston, but they're leaving him, right? They're literally just turning and facing. Kai's not, they don't have incredible motion off the ball. Kai's not moving a ton off the ball. Not like he can't, but this is not what Jason Kidd is running for him, right? And when Luka's off the ball, he's even more stationary than Kai is. You know what I mean? So
yes. Yep.
Them getting Luka off the ball and just allowing Kai to draw two. Just allowing him to draw two. You know what I mean? Changes their dynamic like totally, because they get stagnant so easily if either one of them is not going. They get stagnant so easily. But it's easy for them to get stagnant because their offense is relatively stagnant. Bro, when they started bringing the screen up right at half court or like 8 steps in front of the 3-point line, as soon as Luka crossed, man get hit. And he had a head of steam and was able to attack players like Peyton Pritchard and just get him on his back. Pause. You know what I mean? Put that defender in jail and was able to do a little bit more work. That early screen is so important. You can even see him getting mad at Maxi Kleber, like, bro, get up here. Like right now. And that was for the second screen after an early screen because the secondary one should be ready too. Especially if he's on the ball. You know? So when they did that, they had a ton of good motion, and it made for good motion for the other players. It made for good energetic motion for PJ Washington and Derrick Jones Jr. They have to have Daniel Gafford in the game as often as possible.
I agree.
They have to. With him not in the game, they drive with impunity, bro.
And let me say this too, because it wasn't to say that they had like no adjustments that could be made. It's just that the like I saw what I needed to see kind of after game one, and I feel like they just kind of didn't do that enough, right? And what I ended up seeing,
but it worked when they did it,
right? But is this is one point that I wanted to kind of bring up. What I was trying to articulate last time, I couldn't because of I just couldn't really find the words. But when I saw this game, it really helped me be able to verbalize it more, right? That was my problem when I was saying, like, hey, I don't think that Luka will be able to just kind of continue to come off of those kind of high screens like that, right? Because he plays so slow, man. And I think that if he were to pick up his pace for a much larger portion of the game, they got action. I just don't know if he gonna do it or not, man. Because like he cannot keep allowing this team that is more physical than you, they're bigger than you, pause, and like you're just gonna let them keep getting set. That's like literally letting the Monstars get their defense set every time down the court.
That's
You're just kind of like letting them do that shit, and
that's what I said
he
last
has to quicken his pace. I saw them doing it in spurts, but hey, man, you gonna have to do that. Like it's gonna take you having to play at a faster pace, bro, than he's kind of used to, and
or
yeah,
get off the ball,
yeah, or that,
and just let Kai do it.
Yeah. I just need him to move a little bit more when he's off the ball, bro, because he's kind of using that time to try to rest. And
I'm not even so mad at I'm not even mad at Derrick Jones Jr. being their initial pass maker. You know what I mean? Them running some sort of off-ball action for either one of those guys, and neither one of them having to be primary ball handler in the set, right? Having a distraction on one side, having a distraction on the other side. Two things that have to be accounted for. You understand what I mean? Involving two separate players. You know what I mean? Two sets of two on each side, both having the guard to play properly, both having the guard to screens properly. And even if they do, and that pass is a contested one or one that gets caught 3-point line extended, they still have energy. That screen can then be reset and then shifted towards the baseline. Like there's so many options. There's so many options.
Yeah.
And they're running such a stagnant offense. You know what I mean? I understand that for the most part, it's what got them there. But at the same time, they have to diversify and just, I don't know how much. I don't know how much of this. I don't know how much of this we will be saying if Derrick Jones and PJ Washington were making shots. You know what I mean? I don't even know how much of this we would be talking if they made shots.
I feel that.
If they made
Yeah.
4 shots, 4, they would have won the game.
Man, that's my thing though, bro.
3
It's like,
threes, 2 threes and a layup,
yeah,
3 free throws, a layup, and three free throws and 2 layups. Hell, they missed 8 of them. 6 free throws and 2 layups, or 1 layup.
if I'm Dallas, that's definitely what I want to walk away with this game with, is that it was still within their reach. Hey, they even left it at the free throw line, so to speak, right?
Definitely.
And if I'm Boston, I'm taking away from this, they just can play so many different ways, bro. Like, is they're scoring so much easier.
But there's redundancy in what they're doing, though.
It is.
They're like, each player is doing very similar stuff, right? Drew and Derek White play very similar. They shoot the same shots and they operate the same in the offense.
Here's what I mean. Like if you look at Drew Holiday's game from game 1 to game 2, it's vastly different. Even somebody like Jason Tatum, his game from game 1 to game 2 was so drastically different, right?
But look, I told you this in the beginning because we were talking about how they were going to score and this and that and who's going to dominate the ball. I said, and this person having a big game in that one, and I was like, you're never going to be able to predict who's going to have a big game. That's just not how they play. You know what I mean? They played with Jason Tatum being ball dominant and Jaylen Brown being ball dominant for like 7 years. And it just didn't amount to what they wanted, right? So Joe Mazzulla is like, we want a fully free-flowing offense. Now, in order to do that, you need 4 ball handlers at the very least, and they have to be really versatile. And you're gonna want to switch everything, and they have it. They have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's how this series is gonna go. You're never gonna know who's gonna have a high hand, XYZ or whatever. And every single person on the team can hit a shot.
And Drew Holiday's been doing a great job on Kyrie. I said that I thought that he was going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't think any of them have been doing a great quote unquote job on Kyrie as individuals. I just feel like he's missing. He's just missing shots.
It's
like
great team defense. But Drew's definitely part of that.
But he's getting to a spot, and he can raise up cleanly, and he can shoot. Like, he's getting. I'm not seeing him not be able to take Kyrie-esque shots.
Oh no, most def, bro.
You know what I mean?
Nobody can stop him from taking Kyrie-esque shots. There's nobody on the planet.
So I mean, shouts out to them and their team defense.
Yeah.
Their team defense is doing really well. Just overall, their team defense and their defensive scheme is doing well. But at the end of the day, if the Mavericks bench players make shots, just a few of them, I don't know, we're having different conversations because they're doing different things, right? They're going to have to switch up their defensive scheme, stick to some players, not leave this person, blah, 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 right? Which opens the game up in different ways for Luka as an individual, because right now they're just loading. You know what I mean? There's like, until when these dudes hit a fucking shot, we loading up. So strap in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until Derrick Jones or PJ Washington consistently hits a shot, we're loading up. And that's it. There's going to be a man in the paint. The man in the corner is going to be turned and looking right at you. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
The wing defender is going to be stunting. That's going to happen because they're not hitting a shot. And there's no off-ball action. If there's
that's what I was about to say, bro. Because I think it's more so that than anything else, man. Because like I didn't really see them like sending help. It's just motherfuckers was just standing there. So if everybody's just gonna be standing there watching the ball, and then you know what
Right.
I'm
No,
saying,
I'm
like
not
the
even
little
saying
defenders,
I'm not saying they doubling. You know what I mean? But when if you're able to, if Luka's able to penetrate, right, you get that screen. He's able to get his little hezzy game off. He hasn't been able to put the defender in total jail a ton of times, but even if he's in like half jail, you know what I mean? He's in the halfway house with him. Like
yeah, these
that
motherfuckers
secondary
are standing
defender,
there watching him, bro. I
that
don't know
secondary.
what's going on.
Yes, you do. PJ Washington and Derrick Jones Jr. aren't making shots. So why would I look at them?
No, I'm saying on Dallas side, I don't know why they're just standing there watching the ball like this.
Because
I don't understand
that's what
why.
their offense is. You think
Yeah,
if they were
but
standing there watching the ball like that, Jason Kidd wouldn't call timeout, pull him out to the side, and be like, "Hey, you got to run your motion. You have to set your down screen. You have to come up ready to shoot."
well,
That's not what they run. That's
hey,
not how they play.
they gotta do something different, bro. They can't just sit there
Okay,
with everybody just standing and facing Luka, bro.
that's
You know what I'm
fair.
saying? Like
That's fair. If we feel like that they should do something different, or this should change, or that should change,
that's what I'm
but
saying.
that's fine. But if the question is why are they doing it this way, it's because it's what got them here.
Yeah,
It's what got him here. But Derrick
this ain't the
Jones Jr.
team.
No, that's not the point. Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Washington, and Josh Green have been making shots all playoffs. They've been making shots. They've been hitting shots all playoffs long.
Bro, they've been getting lobs off all playoffs long. That
Look.
shit's not working right now.
Look, it's not like they're not open. The lobs aren't open, so they ain't throwing them. So, fine. They took that part away. They're not taking away shots from Derrick Jones Jr. They're not taking away shots from PJ Washington. Ain't nobody face guarding PJ Washington, making sure he don't get no shot off.
I think
He's not hitting. Listen.
Yeah.
They have to make shots, or else Boston doesn't have to adjust.
Yeah.
There'll be no adjustment unless they make shots. That's it. That is it.
But this is my point, though.
It's not even that they're not open.
No, but bro, all throughout these playoffs, every other team has been having to double Luka. Everybody's been doubling Luka, bro. They're not doubling Luka anymore. So, like the same shots that they was getting throughout these playoffs.
Why would you?
But that's my.
They don't have a mismatch,
huh?
There's no
that's
mismatch.
My point. That's why there has to be some more action off the ball from Dallas. That's why I'm saying I don't understand why you guys are just standing here watching this shit happen when you see that look, I get it. It's how we play, but it's like, hey man, you have to tailor
I'll put it like this
for who you're playing.
Unless the action off the ball is a screen between is involving Kyrie, I really don't want it. Right? If you have action off the ball, it should only be involving Kyrie again, or else I don't want it. I would rather have everybody stand still. I would rather have them play the same that they play because they're still able to generate open. They're still able to generate open shots. They really just have to make them, right? So I would rather them stay the same way. I would rather them play the same. Unless the action is involving Kyrie, or unless Kyrie has the ball and the action is involving Luka.
Yeah,
we're not about to get to the West. We're not getting to the finals and then running plays for PJ Washington. We don't even run plays for Luka and Kyrie. We don't even run Kyrie and Luka plays out here. We letting them get it out the mud. We letting them get it how they live.
Well, it gotta be and at this point, I am gonna look like if things don't change up and this keeps looking the same, because look, as much as we can say, yo, they miss shots and everything, Boston missed a lot of shots in this game, bro, and they still won. You know what I'm saying?
The Mavs played some decent defense in this game.
The Mavs, I could say, almost played a better complete game, bro. Like it was just, I think that their mismatches really is what cost Dallas this game. I feel like at certain things, or at certain points, the physicality, the wherewithal, and everything. It just like you're seeing all these plays that Drew Holiday is making, and it's just like clutch time stuff, and it's really from one of the people that have been there and got
Well,
it
I
right.
mean, there's no question which team is more experienced. There's no question which team has more talent. You know what I mean? Which team is deeper, right? Pause. All of those things apply to Boston, right? So we know that. We know all of those things are true. But even with those things, and
That's
yeah,
true.
Boston missed some shots and
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? They didn't shoot a good 3-point percentage last game either. They shot 14 for 41 last game too, even in a blowout. So I don't have much of a takeaway from that. It's more, for me at least. They made shots that they would normally make. You know what I mean? This is not the way the Mavs bench has played to get them here. The Celtics have played just like this to get here.
Yeah.
They played just like this. Their 3-point percentage is not incredibly low based on what it has been. You know what I mean? As a team, they have some games in which they get hot, but they teeter right around the percentage that they've been shooting in the finals. You know what I mean? The Mavs bench production has just gone, or bench and ancillary player production has just gone like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I mean,
like you said, they normally play better at home, but Boston has held serve. Man, that's all that's happened so far.
Yo, and before I get into the Jason Tatum thing, I do want to say this because one other thing is that Kyrie had kind of been almost matching Luka's, like, not his overall performances, but at least like his point production throughout these last few series. And that's not really been the case for these first two games. That's really hurt them as well. I am looking forward to him kind of having a bounce back game in game 3. I do think that them being back at home and them role players, because I wouldn't be surprised if game 3 is like a little bit of a blowout, like if they win a little bit comfortably, right? I can really see their role players coming out and having a big game, and that also lending to Kyrie being able to have an overall better game because he's just, getting people involved as well. So I did want to say that, but let me touch on Jason Tatum real quick because I was a bit concerned with what I saw this game. First, let me preface my comments by saying that I am glad that Jason Tatum was still able to get others involved in a lot of key plays, especially to like Drew Holiday. He had a couple key rebounds as well. So I don't want to get that misconstrued at all. He did play a great game on that end. But it was great that he was able to kind of still keep things keep his game afloat while he was struggling so much offensively. But I wanted to touch on this. It's not just that Jason Tatum was missing shots today that had me worried. It was his overall. He seemed to just be thinking way too much in this game, man. And for this to come on the heels of all this, like who the best player talk is, and it was even kind of funny, right? Because when you heard this statement that Jason Kidd made about Jaylen Brown being their best player, Jason Tatum came out and made the statement about, hey, we're not going to let him kind of get in our heads and everything. And I thought that was a little off. I tried to not really speak on it because I was like, it was just kind of whatever. But like innately, I felt like, hey, that's kind of weird that he would say that like that. It's almost like he's implying like we know who the best person on this team really is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really me. And then you had Drew Holiday kind of come out and he was like, oh, well, I think that Jaylen Brown is the best player on our team, right? Blah, blah, blah. And I actually thought that was the kind of veteran thing. He was trying to like diffuse the situation, but I didn't like his response to that. And when I was watching him play, he was just so much in his head offensively, man. And there was a few possessions late where he was so much in his head that he was getting like turnovers, man, and like it was just a few really, really bad plays. And some of his assists almost kind of came up, not like lucky plays, but it was almost like he was just kind of, you know, just ending up in these situations where he would get the assist, but it wasn't like he was really searching to get somebody involved, right? It was almost kind of forcing him into the situation almost. It was just a bit weird. Even some of those and ones that he got was clearly a bit like, hey, he's having a bad day, but he was still even getting some lucky and ones, right? Because he had one where he kind of like almost threw the ball up as he was falling in, and it went in. So his point production would have even been lower than what it was had those few plays not happened. I didn't like his body language. I feel that as a leader, you have to kind of hold frame a whole lot better than that. He didn't even seem like engaged after they won the game, which was totally opposite of how he was kind of acting after game one. I just really need that entire team to realize that, hey man, like it don't matter who the best person is, it don't matter who get the finals MVP, none of that shit matters, man. People are gonna talk and they're gonna have their favorites regardless, right? Like Stino thinks Kobe's the GOAT. That shit's probably never gonna change. I think that fucking LeBron's the GOAT. It's probably never gonna change, right? And that's fine, right? People are gonna have their favorite players. Coming off the heels of those comments, I just really didn't like his body language tonight, bro. And it really, like, I could tell when somebody's in their head playing basketball, and he was totally in his own head tonight. And I'm just really looking forward to him to try to maybe make good on that in game 3.
Yeah, I mean, Jason Tatum historically in finals games and stuff has not played incredibly well. He is not, in no way is he a bad playoff player or a bad finals player or whatever. He's actually lived like 3 lifetimes of playoff basketball already.
And he's only 22, bro. He's only 22.
He's only 22, dog. But you know, he needs to put his head down a little bit more, right? He needs to take a page out of Jaylen Brown's book, because that's really all he's done is just put his head down.
He need to go 0 dark 30, bro. Like all these distractions, bro. What Jason Kidd saying, bro? Oh my God, like nah, man, none of that stuff, bro. None of that stuff. Because to me, it seemed like it was that, and if it's that ain't good.
I would agree. If it's that, that's definitely not good. Because that is not some shit that you're supposed to be worried about right now.
Yeah, bro. Like,
who gives
bro,
a shit what Jason Kidd is?
Facts, bro.
For real.
Who cares? Who thinks? Who cares about any of that stuff, bro? Now, I hope that it wasn't that, but I don't know. Me as a consumer of basketball, you know what I'm saying, and watching that shit, like right after that was said, for him to come out and be looking like he in his own head like that, and for Jaylen Brown and everybody else, it'll kind of have to be hooping and being the ones that's kind of steadying the ship in a whole lot of ways. That's, hey, man, bro, don't worry about none of that, man. Just go out there, play your game, bro, and let whoever gonna say whatever, let them say whatever. Facts.
Word. I agree, man. I
and he's only 22. Just
22. So you gotta be so you gotta chill, bro. On the real. You gotta let him be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
let him grow
yeah,
up.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Let him grow up. Let him grow up, dog. His son's like 9.
Right.
Okay, so after these 2 games, going into game 3, going
Shout out to
back home.
Leon too, bro.
Hey man, big shout out to Leon, man. I didn't even see him in the chat. What do you think that the Mavericks learned?
That they need some more off-ball action, man, involving Kyrie, bro. They need to play with a quicker pace. Like there are ways that they can win this, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm just curious as to whether or not they're actually going to do it. That's my only thing.
Right.
I feel like a combination of a quicker pace and more off-ball action.
Combination.
Yeah, combination. A combination of those 2 things could hopefully kind of change this series for Dallas.
Word. Shout out to Leon, just like we said earlier. But I think this is a great point. And I think the first quarter statement that he makes, I think is really important. So he said, "Shout out to Skii and Stino. When I saw the first 2 minutes of the first quarter, I knew that Boston was going to win." That's going to be huge because that's when the adjustments will really be at their peak, right? That's when we'll show, hey, this is what we learned from last game, and this is the
what
way
we're doing now, right?
This is what we're doing now. So, like, make an adjustment, right? We have a counter in play depending on which adjustment you make, but make one, right? Because we're doing something different. You know what I mean? At least to a certain degree. Like we have a different wrinkle in our offense, something that wasn't there before. We're defending you guys a little bit differently in a way that we weren't before. They have to shore up their rotations, obviously, but they need Daniel Gafford in the lineup. You know what I mean? If you're going to expect their defense to be really good, so that's going to be huge. But I think it was UB Brown who said, as much as people claim that we don't turn the game on until the fourth quarter. So many people say they don't watch the game until the fourth. Just like people say they don't really watch basketball until the playoffs and whatnot. But the first quarter, especially in the playoffs, after the first game, after the second game of the playoffs, you really, really can tell what was learned and what wasn't in the first quarter. By the time the first quarter is over, you really know, okay, this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. This is the adjustment they're making so far. And like, this was their plan coming into this. First few minutes of the first quarter, like, you already know what's cracking. You know what I mean? You already know what kind of offense they're running or what kind of defense they're running. So yeah, we'll see. I look forward to them wrinkling in some of the stuff that they brought in the fourth quarter. I also assume, obviously, that some of their role players are going to hit more shots. They should do a bit better than 3 for 12. But yeah, man, that is what I think. That is what there was to be learned. That, and they're a lot bigger and a lot stronger than you, so you can't let them get their feet set. You have to run at them. You have to go at them quickly. You have to.
Yeah, that is a non-starter. You cannot allow them to just keep getting their defense set, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was sitting there, and you ever just see a team keep doing something and you just getting frustrated for them? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, bro, like, why does they just keep like letting these dudes get set up? I'm like, and then that's making it to where all your buckets are just going to be so much tougher to be able to get. And they're getting fucking layups, man. Like I'm seeing Drew Holiday get layups, bro.
Anytime I'll be watching that, and anytime I see stuff happening like that in a basketball game, I just go on my phone because I know I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off because I gotta watch. I gotta pay attention.
Right.
I gotta learn. I gotta know. I gotta see this so I can talk about it and be able to commentate on it. So I can, you know what I mean, be fully locked in or whatever. Rewinding the game and back and forth and stuff to see whose responsibility what was and all that stuff. But man. I'd just be like, man, just pull out my phone, start scrolling, looking up at the TV. I can't watch. It's hard. It's hard to watch people play stupid, bro.
Dude, I'm like, y'all just keep letting them get set up. and then y'all keep getting these tough shots, and then it's like make or miss, and then they go down, get a layup or like a great shot, and
They getting
then
the layup. They getting the layup in semi-transition.
yeah, bro, it's crazy,
But Daniel Gafford was able to stop a lot of that.
right?
But you know, I know he hurt his finger or whatever. We ain't taking no jump shots. No way.
Hey, you better get back out there, bro.
38 minutes.
Tape it up.
42 minutes. No cap. Big minutes.
I feel it.
I'm dead serious.
I'm with it.
It's the only way.
You got to make sacrifices. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I mean, what you got to lose? If you win 4 games before you lose 2,
you got the rest of the summer to chill, bro.
It's up. It's up, and it's gonna be a good summer too.
It's gonna be a great summer.
Oh my goodness, the summer after winning the championship. Okay, so let's talk about that. We're pretty much done in terms of game 2. Game 2 is pretty much wrapped up. We have an idea, at least what we think we should see in game 3. The type of play we should see, the type of energy we should see. I think their energy would be better. You have a few days off. Yeah, so I feel like their energy would be a lot better. But for you, as let's say you got a 4-year, $80 million contract. You're 2 years into it. Bang, y'all win the champion. Y'all win the championship. What's that summer looking like for you? Wherever y'all at, if you're in Dallas, you just gotta drive to Houston. You just gotta drive to Houston. No, let me get you there. I got you.
Yeah.
Y'all win the chip. If you win it in Boston, you got red eye. You got red eye to Houston. You gotta get the PJ to Houston immediately. I mean, had that motherfucker on the tarmac immediately. Ready? You dig what I'm saying? Sweaty and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Sweaty, on all that, champagne soaked. Get me on the jet, fool. Get us on the jet. You get back to Houston. Y'all go crazy. Y'all up till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Wake up like it's the hangover in the hotel room, right? It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You got about 8 weeks, realistically. You know what I mean? But you got to get back home and you got to start getting in shape. Whatever. You can get in shape while you can say, what? I'm just keeping it real.
Are you doing what I think you're about to do?
I'm just asking you, what's it look like? I ain't doing nothing.
Are you doing what I think you're about to do?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not. What you think I'm doing?
I thought that you was trying to cap for oh boy. That Draymond was talking about, yeah.
No, bro.
That's what. Hey, but you can see why I would think that, though, right?
Hey, guess what?
Clearly seems like a setup question, right?
Guess what?
Does it not?
Kind of, but that's not what I was doing.
All right,
I honestly just wanted to know what you were thinking. But guess what, though? Guess what?
What?
If that was me, first chip, I might come back a little chubby.
Come on, bro.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Come on. I just went and got loose one time. You know what I'm saying? Cancun, Italy, Barcelona,
Question.
Wow. I just went. I just did the fool. What's good?
Did Kobe come back chubby?
Never. Never.
Hey.
I'll learn my lesson.
He said, I'll learn my lesson.
Yeah.
He said, I'll learn my lesson.
Let me give myself a lesson to learn.
You crazy, bro.
I'm supposed to learn if I do not live. Huh? He said,
that is a good point.
They want to see us live. They don't want to see us work. Look at me, America. Look how Tron is living.
Look
All the shit
at
I Yo, man, but no, how you spending that summer, man? What's that summer look like for you?
Nah, it's gonna be up, but I'm coming back in shape though.
Where you going?
For sure.
Where you going?
We going crazy.
Where you going that summer, man? Where are you
I'm
in the
probably
where you
going
and
to,
the
like,
family
fucking-
putting the PJ on?
I don't know. I'm probably going to like fucking Dubai or something, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that on that vacation.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need to like explore the foliage. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need to. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take a look at the vegetation.
Hey.
You dig what I'm saying?
No, I definitely do. But I think that you can find
fuck-
some crops out there. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, you fucking around be Brittany Griner out there, fool. Real. And guess what? Dubai ain't got no. We ain't got no prisoners that Dubai won't.
Hey, right?
Don't want nobody we got down here. Oh man,
Bro, them motherfuckers traded Brittany Griner for an arms dealer, bro. The fucking dude from fucking Lord of War.
Worst trade.
Like, worst trade, bro, ever.
Is it fitting that is it fitting that's a WNBA trade?
Bro, how did that shit fit the trade shit? Like, I don't even know how that shit worked, bro.
I don't know, bro. There had to be.
I don't even know how
there had to be
fucking
draft
years
picks,
bro.
There had to be draft
There
picks
had to be.
and financial compensation.
Hey,
There had to be
cash considerations.
Yeah,
right?
There's definitely cash considerations for sure.
Ain't no way he's traded her straight up for an
Would
arms
they-
dealer, bro.
All right.
For an international fucking arms dealer.
Bron got caught with a half. He got caught with a half ounce over there, right?
Yeah.
They got Bron. They got him.
They got him, right?
They got him. On my mama, they got him. Right?
Would I have been mad at the same trade?
Are we trading the arms dealer for Bron? Well, I mean, clearly we're doing it. We did it for Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
She's an absolute nobody. We did it. She's an absolute nobody.
He said, clearly we're doing it.
I'm saying, let's just get real here. They got Tom Brady.
Right?
They got Tom. They got Tommy Terrific. The question is not are they doing it? If they did it for Brittany Griner, they'll get a nigga up for me. For real.
Right?
I will hoop Brittany. I will hoop. I will hoop that girl, bro.
Bro, tell me why I literally was just watching that video earlier today with fucking Boogie Cousins when they told him that she said that she could beat him 1-on-1.
How she gonna beat Boogie Cousins?
Delusional.
He said, I applaud your confidence there, BG, but you're a little delusional.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Man, listen,
This
bro.
ain't no
Me and
walk in the
her
park over here.
Me and her have the same dunk package. Straight rim grazer.
Rim grazer.
Straight rim grazer.
Oh my god.
But no,
oh
seriously,
bro.
so
we gotta
you know
have a
they're doing a trade.
WNBA conversation pretty soon too, bro. That's
No,
gonna
we
be
do.
very interesting. That's gonna be very interesting.
We do.
Trying to
I can't wait to
navigate
see
that.
who they turn. I can't wait to see who they turn into. I ain't navigating shit. I'm going head first. You know what I'm saying? I'm going head first. I'm spreading them, and I'm going head first. And I see I'm opening up that book, and I'm diving directly into the topics. You know what I'm saying? I want a son that's 6'8".
Right? Oh my god.
That'd be so cold. Bro, I'd be in there, bro. I'd be in there packing lunch. Making lunch that's fit for a WNBA star.
Right?
Straight up. Hey, look. All right, look. If you met a chick that was in the W, I still want your answer to the first question. Give me my answer to the first question first, because we're gonna wrap up.
What was the first question?
Would you be mad at the trade if they had Bron?
Would I have been mad?
And how do you articulate? How do you
Bruh,
articulate
yeah,
the way that you feel about it?
Look, I don't want us giving up international arms dealer, bro, for nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like
They trying to give Brown like 15.
theoretically. Hey, bro. Look, especially if it was the same situation, like, yo, you got warned, like, hey, don't go over there right now. The motherfucker's kind of tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just go anyway. You know what I'm saying? Then you not only go, but then you try to come through with the sticky icky
with the pack.
Like, what are you thinking? You know what I'm saying? So, like, no. I totally felt like that was her fault. You know what I'm saying? And she should have
If
to
they
deal with
brought
that.
Braun back, obviously you be like, dope. We got my nigga back.
Yeah,
right?
but man,
but
they
would
shouldn't
you
be giving up
also
that for no. Nah.
you also will be so you saying that you also will be like, hey yo, man, we tweaked.
Yeah, bro, come on, man.
All right, I'm just making sure there's solidarity
Nah.
in this spot, man. I'm just making sure there's solidarity in this spot. Yeah, Necron said
that's why Brian would have never did that.
Necron said, there's only one WNBA star.
Bruh, we was clowning the other day, bro. Right, for sure. Oops.
Oh man, whoopsie doodles.
Whoopsie.
Nah, man. So that's insane. But no, my secondary question, which is completely unrelated, but it's still awesome. If you met a chick and she is a WNBA player, and you know let's say they're getting the bag now, so it's actually fiscally responsible for you to like quit your job. Because right now, if you're dating a WNBA player, unless it's Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese, like you need to keep your job.
Yeah, for sure.
You should keep working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is not a meal ticket as of just yet. As y'all have kids and then you turn this dude into a 6'8", and then, you know what I'm saying, this dude's gonna be like 6'9" or whatever, then it's lit. But are you shutting it down? Your wife as a WNBA player makes enough money for y'all to really be balling almost to the degree of like a mid-level exception NBA player.
Yeah.
You shutting it down and just like boom, we finna have this boy and it's up. I'm an NBA trainer now. Like I make breakfasts, I make dinners and whoops, and I'm here, you know what I'm saying? But I'm training an emerging NBA player now.
Theoretically, it would have to be, bruh. You know how I am, man. Like I don't know. That's like a lot to give up. You know what I'm saying?
But look,
you know what I'm saying? That's a lot to give up, bro.
You're making the long-term deal.
I feel it, but man, look, you already know that I didn't been married. You know what I'm saying? So like,
kid turned 18 and he's 5'3".
Bro,
Julian Newman.
You know what I'm saying?
Julian Newman on your hands.
I didn't been married, bro. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot for me to give up. You know what I'm saying? Because because I don't know. Because what if one day family ain't even what, you know what I'm saying, is really at the forefront of, you know what I'm saying, the other person's head after a while. That shit happens, man. Look, you got Drea posting thirst traps all over again. She just popped the baby out.
Boy, you know this ass super
back
fat.
On the gram.
I ain't lying.
Back on the gram.
Bow.
Back on the gram.
Get sexy. What you talking about? That shit is infectious.
Yeah. I'm just saying, bro. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Instagram got your bitch.
Instagram got your bitch.
What a goated moment.
Back
bro.
On the gram.
It never quit, bro.
Damn,
It was waiting on this. Waiting on this.
For sure.
Gotcha.
Oh man.
Wow. 18 years.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Mm. Hey, man, life's hard, but quit being a goofy out here.
Facts.
Quit being a goofy, man. That's really the long and the short of it, man. Well,
Hey,
look, guys.
wait a minute. What's about
What
to
up?
happen now that all these WNBA players is about to start having to pay alimony and child support whenever they break up?
You let him hit it, bro. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. You never hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. Hey. Hey.
Hey, Stino going so crazy. This motherfucking camera didn't cut out.
That's so
Oh my
fire. That's so fire that my camera cut out. It was going so hard. Niggas was vibing at such an imperial level. All right, y'all, man. To keep it real, man. We gonna get out of here, man. Next game. Next game is on the 12th. We'll definitely be
Wednesday,
here.
right?
We will be locked in. Yeah. The next game is on Wednesday. We will be locked in 5:30. As soon as that game is over, we're gonna jump back in here and give it to y'all straight. I swear to God, bro, I'm gonna knock this out real quick, and I really don't want to continue. I don't want to talk about this multiple times, so I'm only gonna say this right now, and then whenever the decision is actually made, the Lakers better not hire this fucking college coach.
Oh, Bobby Hurley.
Dearly,
Man,
it's Bobby's
I,
little brother.
I think they're gonna do it, bro. I think that they're gonna do it. I think that what you are seeing, bro.
They also said they're not drafting Bronny.
Huh?
I said they ain't drafting Bronny.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. What you are seeing is Brian wants JJ, obviously. They got out ahead, put the story out that JJ was one of the leading candidates. You know what I'm saying? This shit was going on. We was all going right along with it. And then, if you remember, I was like, bro, they might fuck around and just hire somebody out of the blue because they did that same shit with Darvin Ham. I said that, right? I was like, bro, Darvin Ham wasn't even on that same list, and then all of a sudden you pop up and this motherfucker is going to be the coach. I think that now he is who they probably want, and I think that just goes to show that they don't know what the fuck they're doing, bro. And this is why Brian wants input on the basketball choices, because you see this motherfucker wants JJ Redick, who I even think is, bro. I really don't think that any coach coming from college, bro, is going to be able to just come to the fucking NBA and take some team and win some championship. That's just not how that works, bro. It's two separate games. It's two separate types of people that you have to coach. Like, you're not coaching a team. You're coaching players. It's grown men and not kids. Like, you can't control their schedules to the same way that you can in college. It's just an entirely different thing in and of itself. So, yeah, I think that, this front office has kind of made a bunch of decisions that I think that they've kind of tried to blame Bron for, but at the same time, some of this shit wasn't him, man. And this whole Hurley situation is just one more case of that. I hope that they don't hire him, but I wouldn't be shocked, bro. I mean, it's clearly in his hands because they talked to him, because he even confirmed that he met with him and that he's gonna make an announcement tomorrow. So hey,
Yeah, I mean the latest report I saw from Woj was that he said that he will be.
what you saying? Because you were kind of breaking up.
I said the latest I saw from Woj is that he will be making a decision.
Yeah, tomorrow. By tomorrow, he's gonna say something tomorrow. So Hey, we'll see though.
Yeah, man, we'll definitely see. We'll obviously be monitoring the situation closely to see what goes on. To see who gets taken. Shouts out to my camera for dying because we were killing it. And obviously, shouts out to you, bro, for being here. Shouts out to everybody in the chat for jumping in and talking that shit.
Yeah.
Keeping that going. You know, I love that. I appreciate that from y'all. Gonna be coming with some merch relatively soon. I started working on that artwork, and yeah, man, I want to get some really good quality tees out there for y'all. At the very least, get some hats out there to y'all. Maybe some small knickknack accessory type crap. But yeah, man, that's definitely in works. Just for me, I'll do a simple giveaway for that to start it off, and then we'll kick it like that. But at the same time, man, come kick it with us on Wednesday evening. As soon as the playoffs is over, we're gonna dive in. Where can they see you, bro? Where can they see you next? What you got coming up next?
Oh man, just check out the platform Skywalker the Jedi. Been doing some games coverage lately. A lot of stuff coming from the platform. Lots of different shows, all kind of different stuff. So just check it out. Give a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We talk about everything dealing with entertainment over there. So for sure.
Word, man. Word. Well, yeah, man, we're gonna check out, man. Once again, it's the Skii and Stino show. You already know. Come kick it with us on Wednesday. You'll see me and him on the night shift coming up in the next few days. You dig what I'm saying? You let him hit it raw. He didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.